Hello, everyone. I'm a teacher at Jiangxi Environmental Engineering Vocational College, Diao Xing. Today, I'm going to talk to you about water pollution control technology, biological treatment technology component. First of all, students are invited to look at the period from 2013 to 2020, China's urban sewage treatment rate growth chart, and please calculate the cumulative growth rate. Okay, by calculating this we can see that our country in the period from 2013 to 2020, sewage treatment rate increased from 90% to 98%. It's very close to 100%. It's also clear from this, the growth of our sewage treatment rate is very rapid, and the sewage treatment rate, it has also reached a very high level. Let's learn next the process of activated sludge purification of wastewater, forms of pollutants in sewage and their transformation and fate. There are 6 main components of pollutants in wastewater, of which inorganic suspended solids, and suspended solids of non-biodegradable organic matter, these 2 components of pollutants basically adsorbed on the surface of microorganisms and mixed into sludge, biodegradable organic suspended solids, and biodegradable dissolved organic solids. These 2 parts of the pollutant basically oxidize to the case of new cell bodies, carbon dioxide and water. Inorganic dissolved pollutants, and non-biodegradable right organic pollutants. Inorganic dissolved pollutants. This portion of the pollutant will partially transfer to new microorganisms. Some of it will remain in the wastewater. Finally, non-biodegradable organic pollutants. This part is basically left in the wastewater. The above is the adsorption transformation of pollutants in wastewater. Rapid adsorption plus oxidative degradation by activated sludge. With the right figure we can see that activated sludge at degradation process is mainly divided into 2 stages. The first stage is the initial adsorption and removal, mainly removes suspended colloidal organic matter. The second stage is oxidative degradation, hydrolysis by extracellular enzymes, dissolve the adsorbed organic matter, decomposed and utilized by intracellular enzymes. Through these 2 processes, degradation of organic pollutants in wastewater. The 1940s, a wastewater treatment plant in Texas, USA, expansion required due to increased water volume. However, due to the high cost of the land, the process can only be retrofitted. Discovered while treating milk wastewater in the lab. An interesting phenomenon. That is, the process of adsorption and degradation just described. Through careful observation they discovered this phenomenon. At the time, they did not know the mechanism of this phenomenon, but they used this phenomenon to develop the AB process. Rapidly reduces BOD in wastewater, and get a water quality that meets the standards. This story tells us, first, careful observation of life and work. Invention comes from everyday life. Second, many inventions are based on phenomena, and it doesn't have to wait until the deeper mechanisms are fully understood. It also shows us that we can be bold and creative. Co-evolution of microorganisms in activated sludge, organic matter, nitrogen and phosphorus in sewage, etc., soluble and suspended substances. It will be degraded by bacteria, and degradation by protozoa and postulates. Bacteria would serve as food for protozoa. Protozoa in turn will be preyed upon by the later animals. Bacteria and metabolites of protozoa and phytoplankton, eventual, can be used by bacteria, and some of it will come into in the treated water. As shown, this is a degradation process of organic pollutants in our sewage. Organic pollutants in sewage can be seen. It's a gradual decline. In this process, first of all, the bacteria will grow in large numbers, and then some protozoa. It'll grow with it. Lastly, there is the growth of post-humans in the system, separation of mud and water and reflux of activated sludge, and residual sludge removal. In order to guarantee a clarified effluent, mud and water must be separated. This stage is completed in the secondary sedimentation tank. Activated sludge in the removal of organic matter. Self-growth. To ensure stable operating results, a certain amount of activated sludge must be maintained in the system. The equivalent of the growth component should be promptly activated sludge discharge system. In order to maintain a consistently stable sludge quantity, sludge reflux must be carried out. As shown, we can see activated sludge in the biochemical tanks. After treatment, it flows into our secondary sedimentation tank. The activated sludge will be settled in the secondary sedimentation tank. Most of the sludge will, through the reflux system back to the biochemical tanks. Growth of activated sludge and food to microbe ratio, also known as the F/M ratio, number of supply units per unit of time, amount of organic matter in activated sludge. We call it the F/M ratio. Different F/M conditions. The growth pattern of activated sludge is different. We can see in the figure, sludge characterization at different F/M ratios, and the relationship between their treatment effects. There's a difference. In the actual project, we have to control the F/M value wisely. Okay, that's all for today's lesson. Thanks, guys.